Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services, and I'll welcome you all to the learning series via News in Focus. And today's topic of discussion is One Nation, One Election. Now, this topic is there in news for quite some time, and this has been reiterated because of the union government formulating a new committee. I'll tell you what exactly is this all about. But for you as an aspirant for civil services, one nation, one election is important both for prelims as well as for the mains examination. It will contribute substantially both in prelims and mains. So you need to know the basics about the one nation, one election. So let's get started with the discussion part. So why it is in news? Because recently the union government or the central government has come up with a panel which will be headed by the former President of India, that is Mr. Ram Nath Kovind, to explore the possibilities of one nation, one election. Now there is both positive and negative side to this particular concept of one nation, one election. The opposition says that the ruling government or incumbent government is actually trying to favor out some things which is basically favoring in the election process. So we are not getting into that political debate. We are more looking into the feasibility and the rightness, wrongness, advantages and disadvantages of the one nation, one election. Now, as a concept, one nation, one election, what it is, it refers to the idea of holding the simultaneous poll for both the state assemblies, which is specifically for electing the MLAs, that is member of legislative assemblies, we call it MLA, and the other Lok Sabha, that is MPs, member of parliament, instead of separate and continuous election. So there will be a continuous and simultaneous election for both MLAs or MP, or you can say state assemblies or Lok Sabha. Now, recommendations that was given by the various committee in this regard, this is specifically important for mains examination. If you are writing in mains, you need to highlight this. So what are the recommendations? The first, that Election Commission's report in 1983 proposes to bring back the simultaneous election. This was the first recommendation. Second is about 170th Law Commission in 1999 has also advocated for simultaneous elections. And last but not the least, that is the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personal Grievances, Law and Justice, headed by E.M. Sudarshana Dachapatra, has also come up with 2015 recommendation for the part of the simultaneous election. Even the law commissions in India, the LCI, Law Commission of India, even Niti Aayog has also some concepts and paper regarding the simultaneous election or one nation, one election. Now, as an aspirant of civil services examination, you need to know what are the advantages of conducting the simultaneous election or one nation, one election. So first foremost is the concept of one nation, one election call for reductions of the cost of conducting the election. So the part of the manpower, the part of the cost that is incurred will be less. It will also ease the burden for the administrative and security forces otherwise engaged in multiple election duties. So the forces, specifically paramilitary forces, are also deployed with the assistance from the state government. The government could focus more on the governance rather than the election mode, because whenever there is an election, the model code of conduct, which is known as MCC, come into action. From the date of the announcement of election, MCC set starts, right? So it creates the part of the developmental process for the government. And simultaneous elections, according to the law commissions, will increase the voter turnaround because it will have more people to cast more ballot at once, right? So this is something which is the part of the advantages that has been counted. Now, the bigger disadvantage is for incorporating one nation, one elections, we could require the constitutional and legal framework. So that has to be devised out how the things will be feasibly implemented. Regional issues might also be overshadowed by the national issue. See, there are different issues when it comes to the part of the member of legislative assemblies, or you can say the state assemblies, and different for the member of parliament or the Lok Sabha. So different issues are accordingly being addressed. So for a regional people, they were more looking into the part of the state assemblies, and for a part which is at the national level or the state level, they look for the Lok Sabha. Agreement among the all political parties remains significant hurdle. So when government come up with this part of the concept of one nation, one election, अगर बात करें one nation, one elections की, so it has a rules. I mean, opposition will also have to make a contributory part. उसके बाद ही ये concept possible हो पाएंगे, क्योंकि there is a due process of law that has to be followed when it comes to the part of one nation, one election execution. So these are the broader challenges that you must know. And for the examination purposes, this particular topic is importantly relevant. So this was all about for the topic. If you like this content, if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. Do give us a thumbs up for the video. We'll meet in the next session with some of the important topic relevant for the examination. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.